Hey, one more thing before you go. What do you get when you have a detective turned restaurant inspector, the Florida Keys, a severed arm showing up on a tourist fishing boat, a world of greed and corruption, and the cutest monkey you'll ever see? You get Bad Monkey. Diane and I just watched the double episode premiere on Apple TV Plus, and we're here to entice you to do the same. I'm your host, Michael Hurst. I'm here with my lovely wife and co host, Diane. Welcome to One More Thing
Hi.
Before You.
Okay.
I'm your host, Michael Hurst. I'm here with my lovely wife and co host, Diane.
Hi.
Welcome to One More Thing Before You Go Over the Teacup Sunday.
Oh,
Hey, Diane.
hey, Michael.
I know we are back, aren't we?
We are back.
Thank you very much for everybody's patience and so forth with my voice. Is finally coming back. It's not 100%, but it's a lot better than it was. So
Yes, it is.
thank you, thank you,
Yep.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, Bad Monkey.
Bad monkey. It's so
Bad
cute.
Monkey.
It's it's a fun show. I like it.
You would think it's a yeah. You say you would think it's it's all about a bad monkey, but it's kind of good.
hmm The monkey's in it. She's in it. Well,
She,
it's a he in the show, but it's a she that
it's a she.
is
In
the
fact,
actress.
she has been a he in several movies
hmm
that have grossed like over $2 billion.
Yeah. Crystal the
This
monkey.
Crystal the monkey, and it's
hmm
pretty cool because Crystal the monkey, she's an amazing actor, and it's her head. You guys need to go to IMDb, look up Bad Monkey, go to the cast, look at Crystal the monkey's
hmm
headshot. Right, she's in
Yeah.
a little suit, a little white
She's so
jacket
cute.
with a little tie and smiling.
And
It's pretty cool.
smiling. Yeah, she's cute. But
It's pretty.
it's not all about the monkey.
It's not all about the monkey. It isn't,
Mm-mm.
but at the same time, I think they allude to something. We'll see, I guess, because we
Yeah.
just started. Let's just tell everybody about it.
Okay.
Bad Monkey was developed by Bill Lawrence, who we also delightfully know from Ted Lasso, Scrubs, Shrinking, as well as Cougar Town for us old folks. We loved all of them. I mean, he's got a whole slew more,
Right.
but
But
that
most of the shows that we know and love,
yes,
he
he's
has
a
developed.
brilliant producer, development, beautiful creator, a wonderful scriptwriter, and the whole everything. If you remember Ted Lasso, you should remember Ted Lasso.
Yes, you should.
Yes,
Never forget it.
it was Apple TV's Plus. Apple, how do we say that? Apple TV
Apple
Plus,
TV Plus's
most successful Hollywood
full.
venture by far.
Yes.
Well, he
There
brings
you
his
go.
sitcom. Yes, so he brings his sitcom home talent for levity, along with Scrub star Zach Braff, to the world of drug smuggling, land theft, and insurance fraud, as Variety says. Did you know it was based on a novel?
I didn't until we watched CBS Sunday Morning this morning,
We learned that, didn't we?
and we learned that. Yes, we did.
It's based on a novel of the same name, written by Carl Hossein in 2013. So it's been a while ago.
Mhm.
Carl was a columnist for the Miami Herald in the 70s and the 80s and has written more than 30 books. This is his
Mhm.
first one that has been actually transformed into a TV series. And the reviews are coming in, and they're not doing too bad. But again, it's the first two episodes, and you got to
Right.
kind of you got to kind of like Vince Vaughn, right?
Yeah. And I mean, who doesn't? I
Yeah,
love Vince Vaughn.
well, there's a few people on the reviews that don't quite like Vince Vaughn, but
Well,
don't listen to them.
whatever. I mean, look, there's certain people, he might not be their cup of tea, I guess. Whatever. That's fine.
No, I mean, and we see Vince Vaughn, but we also see him. This is a quasi. I mean, it's a dark comedy. It's a laid
hmm
back crime comedy drama, dramedy.
hmm A crime dramedy.
Crime dramedy? Yeah. There's
Sure.
even a narrator, like the old detective shows that I used to watch when I was a kid, which,
Hmm.
at first I was kind of going, they're going to narrate the whole thing like this,
Right.
but it works. It reminded
It does
me,
work.
yeah, it reminded me of the old movie Sunset Boulevard.
Hmm.
So we
I,
don't
I
know
don't remember
yet.
that.
You don't remember that? Well,
No.
it's about a detective who is narrating everything throughout the
Hmm.
movie, and then there's a surprise at the end. So we still don't know if that's the same surprise in this particular case.
Ah,
We'll have to
right.
wait and see. But
Right.
it's kind of fun and interesting the way it's done.
Yeah.
It's filmed in Key West and Miami, Florida, which we've never been to Key West,
Hmm.
nor have we been to Miami, but beautiful
Hmm.
locations.
They are. It's very pretty there. Yeah.
Yeah, loved the beauty. It
Yeah.
was
Hmm.
green and lush, and
The
I see
water,
why people love
the
Key
water,
West.
the water's beautiful.
Yes,
Yes.
and I'm not sure if they get that from the was the Gulf of Mexico,
Sure. We'll go
maybe.
with that.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that.
I don't know. Not a
Well,
geography major. I don't know.
as we said, it stars Vince Vaughn. He plays Andrew
Hmm.
Yancey. He's the detective turned restaurant. We won't give it too
Rest.
much away, but you'll find out.
Right.
Yeah. Michelle Monaghan, who we've been watching her for quite a long time. She plays Bonnie Witt. Crystal the monkey plays
Mhm.
Driggs in the show. They named him Driggs. I don't know why they named him Driggs, but or her Driggs.
I don't
L.
know.
Scott Caldwell, Rob Delaney, who we all know from SNL. Or is that
No,
Alex
no.
Moffat? No, no, no.
Alex Moffat.
Yeah, Alex Moffat's from SNL. Forgive me.
Hmm.
And Charlotte Lawrence, who is Bill Lawrence's daughter.
Hmm.
And she's done a lot of music videos and a few other acting gigs, and she does pretty well in this so far that I
Yeah.
can see.
Yeah. So she's actually a musician.
She
Her.
is a singer.
She's yeah.
She's a singer,
So.
and of
Hmm.
course Zach Braff, who worked with him on Scrubs, and
Hmm.
so it works, right?
Yeah. He hasn't shown up in the first two episodes yet, but
He is
he's in
not,
the trailer, so we know he's there.
and I mean, it's very integral. Look, I to me, I wasn't sure what to expect when we first saw the trailers for it, but it looked good because we love Vince
Hmm.
Vaughn.
Hmm.
This is still Vince Vaughn. He's still a kind of a motor mouth,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
think that's his trademark.
I think it is. I can't imagine any movie or series with Vince Vaughn where he's not just talking constantly.
Yeah, he's got it.
But that's what he does. That's what it works. So, you know,
Now, what I want to know is whether or not it was written that way, or whether or not if they gave him a line and then let him run.
yeah, it could be. I think he probably does a lot of improv. I'm listening to his episode of Smartless right now, the Smartless podcast, and yes, I listen to other podcasts besides ours. Um, you're the one that told me about Smartless, so
I
can't be
did.
mad.
No, I'm
Um,
not mad. Hey, look,
okay.
as I always say, for all you people out there that want to go into podcasting, first thing you need to do is listen to the Botch podcast. You need to listen to
Hmm.
podcasts all over the place so that you get an idea of what you're doing. So I have
That's
no
right.
issues with listening to other podcasts. I mean, we're into media and media creation, and
Hmm.
we have to know what the competition is doing.
That's right. That's
This
right.
is you're being a
So,
spy. So you're a one more thing before you go spy.
spy. So his episode of Smartless, which is fairly recent, I think, maybe it's the last few weeks. Um, they talk a lot about his improv that he does within his movies. So I think that's probably the case. I'm not sure it's always written the way he delivers it. I think he's very much an improvisational professional.
Well, it just kind of rolls off
Anyway,
his tongue, and it just keeps
yeah,
going, and yeah, it just kind of rolls off his tongue until finally, you see
yeah.
one of the other actors kind of go, "Okay, it's just let me just stop."
Hmm.
I got to talk. It's
Right.
kind of funny, actually.
Yeah,
Well,
it's funny. He's good.
He plays Yancey, and Yancey's first concern basically is his own because it opens with him sitting in a chair overlooking this beautiful water across a
Hmm.
beach and just kind of enjoying, that's what he wants to do. Just his, yeah, he's a cop, he's a detective, but, he
He's
loves sitting
having a
and,
little he's having a little trouble at work
yeah.
as the show opens. We'll just say that. He's having a little trouble at work.
But he said that's his happy place.
Yeah.
He said, "So that'd be my happy place. I mean,
Mine too.
yeah, take that spot, sit there for a little bit, have a nice drink, cool drink, and a little shade, little sunglasses, and put your feet up and watch the ocean and watch the beach and the birds. And
Sounds great to
yes,
me.
give me some of that, please.
Mm-hmm.
I would love that.
Yep.
Um, what he ends up doing is he we find in. See, I don't want to give too much, but they've given it away at IMDb, so I can give it away a little bit here too.
Yeah, I guess
Um,
so.
the whole thing starts off with a severed arm being found, and it's got one digit that kind of is. We'll give you the ideas. We
Mhm.
won't tell you everything.
Yeah.
It's
It's
got
it's saying something.
it's saying something.
Yeah.
So he thinks it's more than just a severed arm, but there's a potential murder on it because he's a detective, and that's what
Hmm.
detectives do. I played
Hmm.
a detective on the police department. I didn't play one. I was a detective on a police department.
You
Uh,
played one?
I
Oh,
didn't
that's
play
funny.
one.
You okay?
I'm okay. I played one in the police department. That's funny.
Oh,
Um,
good.
but he was on suspension after ramming his girlfriend's husband's golf cart into the
Hmm.
marina with a victim board on board. Um, it's kind of one of those things. He got in trouble, so he got suspended, and
Yeah.
he's reevaluating his place in the police department. So they send him on an assignment, and it's an errand, and he's got a this shot at redemption, basically. And
Hmm.
he's supposed to go pick up the severed arm, which turned up off the coast of the Keys on a fishing, you know, boat.
Hmm.
Some tourist decides to cast out his first time, and he's going to catch some big ass fish, and what he catches is somebody's severed arm.
Yeah, but he thought it was cool, so whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, just because I mean, what do? You would go to Florida to do what? To catch fish, catch body parts, I guess.
Yes.
But he ends up being he ends up understanding through this errand that there's more to this severed arm than just being a
Hmm.
severed arm, and his investigator qualities kind of start popping up, and he starts on a journey and getting everybody else involved with it to kind of you know
Hmm. Including the medical examiner. She gets in on it, and a few other people. And then there's kind of like this secondary storyline, but it's not really secondary. And you find it out as it goes. Everything's unfolding. We don't know anything more than what they know, which is kind of cool. Because
I like that.
sometimes you watch something where you know more than the people in it. Um, this one you don't. It's all unfolding in front of us at the same time that they find things out. So do we. So it's kind of cool.
And I like that
It's
too
very
because I mean, you and I
interesting.
watch a lot of cop shows together, and unfortunately, we're armchairing. I've indoctrinated you into my little tribe.
Yeah,
So
unfortunately.
we'll watch a cop show, and because I'm vicariously living my old career, and we'll figure stuff out as it goes. Oh, wait,
Hmm.
this way or that this person did or that person did it, or why don't you go here, or why don't you go there, or why don't you
Hmm.
find this? And I think that it is brilliantly done in such a way that it brings us along the story.
Yeah.
Like you just said, it brings us along the story at the same time they're finding stuff out, we're finding stuff out because the clues are there, but they're subtle clues. I mean, you figured a
Very
couple things
subtle.
out already. Right in the beginning, you
Yeah,
figured a couple things out. Then I figured a couple things out, kind of
but they're
thing.
very subtle. I mean, we
Very
we were
subtle.
guessing. We weren't really sure. We are like, maybe this is what's going to happen, you know. But it's just something we do. I don't know. I can't, even if I tried, I couldn't stop doing that, unfortunately. But that's all right.
Well, it's I love the characters. You know, Michelle Monaghan.
Hmm.
We've seen her in things for a long, long time. I mean, she's been. I should have gotten a list of her credits, but so Michelle Monaghan. We know her from The Family Plan. It's a movie that had just come out as well. It's a pretty good movie, actually.
Hmm.
Um, we know her also from, let me see, Nanny, Every Breath You Take, The Craft Legacy, Messiah, St. Jude, Mission Impossible Fallout. You know, she's in Mission Impossible Fallout. The Path, The Vanishing of Sydney Hall. Let me see, some of the better Pixels with Adam Sandler. Um, she was also in True Detective, Justice League War, uh, um, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol,
Hmm.
uh, Due Date, Maid of Honor, MADE. It's the one with, what's his name from McDreamy.
Oh, Patrick Dempsey?
Yeah. So it's like
Hmm.
Maid, not MAID. It's Maid, MADE, where she makes him. Michelle Monaghan doesn't, but, you know, Patrick Dempsey ends up being the maid of honor because she didn't want to use her best friend. Instead, she used him.
Huh.
Uh,
I don't
or
know that one.
Yeah, the Heartbreak Kid, Mission Impossible 3. I mean, she was all over Mission Impossible. It's
Is she the
it's
one that is she the one that like the first was it the first one or second
She
one
was in
that she
the second,
that
third.
is she the one that gets killed? That he his girlfriend or something?
She gets killed after Ghost Protocol or in Ghost Protocol.
But she's the one that yeah, never mind. I so much happens in Mission Impossible I can't.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
she's the one that is like the main
She
his
was his
main
girlfriend. They
main love
kidnapped
interest.
her. And, yeah, yes,
Right, right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They used her as bait, her as leverage, kind of a situation,
Hmm.
and they
Right.
did that a couple of different times. She was like a scientist up in the middle of some Antarctica or somewhere. I don't
Okay.
remember the movies that well off the top of my head at the moment, but yes. So we know her from that, and of course the cast.
Hmm.
It's got a huge cast. I mean, a lot of these
Hmm.
people that you see in the cast, you know, you recognize them as character actors and or leads or in TV and film both.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, and
There's a
I
lot
think
of
that
people in it.
yeah, Bill Lawrence probably pulled that together. I'm excited to see what part Zach Braff plays in it because we like Zach.
Yeah. Yeah. The part in the part in the trailer that I saw him in, it kind of seems like they might know, like Vince Vaughn's character and him know each other, so maybe he'll show up a lot. I don't know.
Well, yeah, well, yes, I think so because they have their relationship where he's a criminal of some
Hmm.
type, and then Vince Vaughn has dealt with him as a detective on the police
Right.
department.
Right.
So I think that relationship evolves a little bit more within this. But again, we haven't seen him yet, so we can't really say much about
Hmm.
it. So yeah, Zach Braff, we just watched him in French Girl. Follows
Hmm.
Gordon Kinski, a high school teacher from Brooklyn, who goes with his girlfriend and chef Sophie Tremblay to her hometown of Quebec City, where she is testing for a Michelin three-star restaurant of super chef Ruby Collins. Ruby Collins is played by Vanessa Hudgens.
Hmm.
So it was that
Yeah.
movie. It
Yeah.
was a pretty good movie,
It's a cute movie. It kind of reminded me of like Meet the Parents and those movies that I'm not too fond of,
but
but it,
not as chaotic.
not as chaotic. Yeah. So it
Not
was
as
good.
chaotic.
And I actually just listened to his episode on Armchair Expert podcast. That was a good one. That was a good episode.
That and he and I don't ever remember this guy's name.
Donald Faison.
Thank you. He and Donald
You're
Faison
welcome.
have Doctors Not Doctors podcast
Hmm.
which you can listen to as well.
Yeah.
It's really brilliant.
Is that what it's called?
Zach Braff and Donald Faison have a podcast called "Fake Fake Doctors, Real Friends."
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, it's a really good
Yeah.
podcast too. They both really kind
I haven't listened to that one yet, but I want to. Yeah.
well, people are
It's
always
on my
asking
list.
them if they're really friends, and they really
Hmm.
are. We
They
just
really
we just
are.
saw
Yeah.
him and they saw them both on Who Wants to Be a
Who wants to
Millionaire.
be? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we won't
That was
give
cute. No, we won't give it away, but
we won't
it
give
was
it
really,
away.
they were cute. Really,
They
really
yeah
funny.
yeah they did really well, and you can see the friendship on there. I mean, they do TV commercials together. They do the whole bit.
Hmm.
Now, obviously, this show isn't about. We're talking about the series. We're not really
Right.
talking about those guys,
No,
but we just
but
we love Zach Braff. So hopefully, when he comes up, it'll be just add something to this particular series. And I don't know if it's a
hmm
limited series. I know they've got 10 episodes up. But we'll have to wait and see whether or not it's a limited series, if they're going to continue it and add something more. But
well, when you say you have 10 episodes up, it's still every Wednesday.
yes, but when I say 10
They release
episodes
every
up,
Wednesday.
they've approved them for 10 episodes so
Right.
far. And it's on Apple TV Plus, and it's
Hmm.
so you have to have an Apple TV
Hmm.
subscription in order to watch it. But it's totally worth it. I mean, I think we pay
Yeah.
$6.99 a month for Apple, and they've got look at the
We watch a
shows that
lot
are
of
on
stuff.
there.
Yeah.
Shrinking's
We
coming
watch
back.
I know I'm so excited for Shrinking. Ah, I'm so
Yes,
excited.
and
And the
the
morning
morning
show.
show is on
Oh.
there, and I mean, there are so many opportunities on Apple TV Plus that you can enjoy. I mean, they've got movies, they've got the series, they've got some other series that I'm watching that
I am
you
too.
don't watch, Slow
Yep.
Horses and some other things that they're brilliant. They're done
And
in such
I'm watching. I'm gonna just give a plug to the ones I'm watching that you're not. Palm Royale, which took a
oh
little
yeah.
bit to get into, but you kind of watch it with me a
I,
little
I
bit.
watched I watched the first 3 seasons and yeah.
But it was,
And
but it's Kristen Wiig, her series, and it's got a lot of people in it. Allison Janney's in it. I mean, you cannot go wrong with Allison Janney in anything. And then I'm also watching Acapulco, which is kind of cute. Kind of a different era of like at a resort hotel in Acapulco and the
yeah,
people who work there. So that's kind of cute. But lots of stuff on Apple.
lots of stuff
Oh,
on
what was the
Apple.
other one that we have? Oh, Dark Matter. We were watching that
Dark
too.
Matter, which got
Hmm.
approved. And Nicole said it just got approved for another season. So
Okay, good. That's a
yeah,
that's a that's a whew, that's a mind-bending show. What that is.
that's a thriller. I mean, if you love
Hmm.
thrillers, that is absolutely
Yeah.
thriller. And what a unique approach to the thriller. We'll have to
Hmm.
talk about Dark Matters once we get
Dark
through
Matter.
Dark Matters. Yeah, and I think
Hmm.
that it. I mean, we've watched a few episodes so far in it. We just haven't watched the whole thing yet.
Right.
Uh, but there's been enough time where I think the whole thing is up there because Apple it does the once a week release stuff. They're really good about
Most of the
that. They
time.
don't let you
Yeah.
really binge it until after it's already been completed and done or the season's already done. Then you can go back and binge everything if you want to.
I don't know that they do that with every show they have,
I'm pretty
but
sure. I mean, everyone that I've watched on
hmm,
there, they do it. At
hmm,
least everyone I've
okay.
watched. But and the ones that you're watching, even Palm Royale. I mean, we got into Palm Royale late. We didn't go in when it
Yeah,
first.
that's true. It was that's why it was all up. I can't imagine though. Those the Palm Royale. They're like 45-minute episodes each, and there's so much that happens in each one. It feels like it's longer than 45 minutes. I don't mean to say it's a bad show. I'm enjoying it, but it
Yeah.
really feels like longer than 45 minutes because there's so much that happens. I can't imagine every week waiting for it every week. So I'm not sure how. Maybe they did. I don't know.
Well, this one
I don't
is.
know.
I don't know how long this one was. We just got into. I think it's about 40 minutes.
Oh, I thought this one was closer to an hour, but I
Huh.
could be wrong. It could be
Well,
wrong.
we'll have to check it
Maybe
out.
50 minutes. Maybe 50 minutes. I don't know.
Well, what's your favorite? What's your favorite so far? What's your favorite aspect of this particular series, this Bad Monkey series, other than the monkey, the
Um,
cute monkey?
other than the monkey, um, I like how there's two. Well, obviously, it's taken from the novel, so it's the novel. But and when we watched the piece on Save Us Sunday Morning about it, I believe, if I remember right, the author was on the set,
Yeah,
so it must go right along with it must be right in line with the novel. Um, the two different storylines that are now actually converging together as one.
yeah,
It's like it's pretty cool, and like we said, how you everything's unfolding with them. You don't know anything more than they do.
yeah.
So I like that.
I
And
like
the
that
scenery's
part.
not bad. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Florida. We've been there once and I got sun poisoning, so I kind of but the scenery in this show is just fantastic. So,
I agree with that. I like that as
yeah.
well, and I also like the I like you. I like the unfolding portion of it because
Hmm.
again, after watching so many other cop shows or movies and figuring it out, this one we don't have it mostly figured out. We got parts of it figured out, I think. But then again, some things aren't always as they seem.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's going to be anticipating. I haven't gone, well, I just got the whole thing figured out in the first two episodes, so we don't have to watch this
Right.
anymore.
Right.
We'll come back and watch
Which,
the end of it and see if we were right.
yeah, which kind of happened with a movie we watched yesterday. I don't know if you want to talk about that at all, but you really had it figured out. Like you had it figured out within 15 minutes.
Oh, that's
And then
the
it turned
new.
out, I mean, you had the whole ending, you had everything. I was like, okay, well, that was
That
kind of
was
a okay.
that
Well,
was
great.
not that. It's. I'm not trying to ruin anything. It just. It's. And I
You
told
know.
in the beginning. I said I think I got this figured out. I should write it down, or I can tell you. And
Hmm.
and it was one of these things. It is with John Cena and
Aquafina,
Aquafina,
who we
and
love. I love her.
yes, and it's called Jackpot.
Yeah.
And Jackpot is it's about. And look, I'm not going to give anything away other than the fact where you can look it up on IMDb or you can watch a trailer and you can see the same thing. But
And that's
basically, it's
on
in the
Netflix.
Netflix.
Hmm.
Yeah, basically, that one in itself is, believe it or not, they call this in the future. In 2030, allegedly, California decides to have a jackpot that whoever wins this jackpot, then you have to survive the day. They announce it in the morning. You have to survive the day until
The winner has to
sundown.
survive the
The
day.
winner
Hmm.
has to
Hmm.
survive to sundown before, or you don't get the money. The person that kills you gets the money.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
but there's
I love the concept. I thought, wow, what a great concept, and
yeah,
holy crap, that could actually happen, and hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully no state governments get wind
get
of
the
this.
idea.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it
and there's
it it can
there's
be
rules.
intense.
There's
Yeah,
rules in
there's rules.
place.
Hmm.
So, and we won't tell a lot because, we
No,
want you to have fun understanding what they are because, and then John Cena is a protection agent. And again, I'm not giving anything away that you can't see on IMDb or any of the other reviews. John
or
Cena
the
plays,
trailer.
or the trailer. John Cena
Hmm.
is he is like a hired out bodyguard
Hmm.
to help you
Yeah.
get through that time period and
Hmm.
that you have to to be the winner and it's nice because we love Aquafina and we love John Cena and
Hmm. And
it's
um, oh, I'm gonna forget his name. Never mind.
oh
Cut that part.
Simu Lee
Yes,
Liu.
Simu Liu.
He's
I
from
always pronounce his name wrong.
yes, Shang-Chi in the Ten
Yes,
Rings is where
which
we
love him.
love him in. And so that was his
Love that
first
movie.
break. He was the first
And Aqua.
Asian.
Go ahead.
He was
Sorry.
the first Asian Marvel hero
Hmm.
actually, and he had wrote that down as he was a kid when he was a kid. saying, I want to be
Mm-hmm.
the first Asian Marvel hero. And
Mm-hmm.
it came true.
And came true. And Aquafina's in that movie as well.
Yeah.
And so they're in this one together a little bit. Um, but it's a cute movie. I wouldn't say don't see it, but don't expect, it's
It's
not a
not an Oscar
blockbuster.
contender.
No, no, it's not. But
Not an
it's
Oscar
cute.
contender.
I mean, there were some things that there was parts of it that was like, okay, okay, people, move on from this. Let's move on. This is we get it. We we,
It
we get it.
it's kind of
But
reminiscent for me of like the Rat Race, and if you've seen that,
yeah.
whether you see the original Rat Race or the remake of Rat Race, and
Hmm.
or Mad 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 World, which they've not remade that, and you have to be an old guy to be able to remember old Mad Mad
I've
Mad Mad
seen it.
World.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a to me that's kind of a reminiscent of a little bit
Hmm.
of that, but this
I could
adds a
see that.
little extra level, is what
Hmm.
that is. But
Yeah.
so
But it was
anyway,
it was fun.
hey, we've given you
Yep.
guys a lot to think about and a lot to go look forward to, and I would say
Hmm.
absolutely 100%. You definitely need to get onto Apple if you don't already. And we're not an affiliate of Apple, like, so I'm making any
No.
money off of this. We're not doing that. We just feel that there's a lot of good shows on Apple that you really need to
Hmm.
see, and Bad Monkey is one of them.
Yes. It's very good.
And then you can hang around so when Shrinking comes back, or check out Shrinking, the whole season's up, and then you'll be so
Hmm.
excited as we are for when it comes back.
Not till October. I think it's October 16th.
They
How can
should.
I wait this long?
Well, I can always call them up and say, "Hey, my birthday is a little bit sooner than that. Can you move it up a few days?"
Right.
They might.
I'm sure they would. Yeah, I'm
My
sure
old
they
my
would, just for you.
my old buddy Harrison Ford. Hey,
Hmm.
hey Harrison, buddy, old pal, old friend.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Hmm.
And so yeah, there's some things, and you can check out the if you want to have just fun. That movie, the movie itself on Netflix we just talked about, the Jackpot, it's just for
Jackpot.
fun. So
Yeah,
just if you
just for
want to see
fun.
something for fun, go there. But absolutely check out Bad Monkey, and you're going to love the monkey, and you're going to
Yes.
love the plot and the premise, and
Hmm.
hopefully love as much as we do.
Yep. It's a good show. Go watch it.
So Diane, I know that
Yes.
we're going to try something a little bit different because I know that we go up on Sundays late. I think that
Hmm.
we have some. I always call them play of the days. Why do I always call them play
I
of the
because
days?
you're watching GMA too much. National Day, the National Day calendar.
The National Day calendar for. Go ahead and give us Sunday's national calendar because there's still some Sunday left. And how
Okay.
about some Monday stuff for the people on their way to work tomorrow?
Okay. Let me do that. All right. So today, huh, well, I don't drink anymore, but this what used to be one of my favorite wines. National Pinot Noir Day.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
Pinot Noir.
I used to love Pinot Noir. Have a glass for me. National Fajita Day. I don't know if Pinot Noir goes with fajitas, but when I was drinking, I probably would have that wouldn't have been a problem. National Ice Cream Pie Day. So that's good. Ice cream pie. I've heard of ice cream cake, but ice cream
I've
pie.
never heard of ice cream pie before. That's just, yeah, that's
Well,
different.
I'll eat it. I'd eat it. I'd eat it. And the other one's kind of dumb, so I'm not gonna do that one. Okay, so tomorrow, Monday, sorry, Monday, National Potato Day. Oh, I mean, potatoes. Like, yeah,
We
potato anything.
had some good fried potatoes this morning.
Yes, we did. Um, International Bow Day, like bows in your hair. I don't have a bow in. Anyway, pretend there's a bow there. It's National Bow Day or International Bow Day.
Does that count
And
for bow ties also?
that's a good
Bow tie.
question. Let me look.
So we'll just say anybody that likes to wear a bow tie, wear your best bow tie tomorrow.
Yeah. Um, it doesn't say. It says for clothing accessories, so sure, a bow tie would. I think a bow tie is an accessory.
There you go.
Yeah. And then the other one is oh, National Soft Ice Cream Day.
I
So
used to
I
love
love
soft
soft
ice
ice
cream.
cream. Ah,
Oh,
and the half and half, the half chocolate, half vanilla cones. Oh yeah.
Remember those? Yeah, it's been a long
Love
time
those
since we've
soaps.
gone to see those. My sister used to love going to McDonald's and getting those soft ice cream cones there. But she
I think she
complained
still
that
does.
every time she went, especially the one up in Anthem,
Oh, yeah, the machines were always broken. That's like a
always
whole thing
broken.
all over social media that every McDonald's in the nation, their ice cream machines break down all the time.
Come here for a soft ice cream cone, and you get there and they go, "Oh, sorry, it's broken." But do you want an apple
Hmm.
pie?
Yeah, right. Right.
That's what it is. They say, "No, I want my soft ice cream and an apple pie." So I could do
Right.
ice cream and apple pie. That
Hmm.
sounds better than a ice cream pie.
Yeah, it kind of does. I don't know. Ice
Apple
cream
pie
pie.
with ice cream.
Hmm.
Kind
Now you're making me really hungry. Stop it.
of a. Well, I think that we're at the end.
Yes,
So,
we are.
I would like to say to everybody that would you please take the time to maybe relax, take in what's around you, be grateful, because
Hmm.
being grateful helps your day get better, be positive, helps spread that positivity around. You can do that by watching really good shows like we just got through talking about. Gives you a chance to
Hmm.
spend some time with a friend or a loved one and get to enjoy the evening, get to enjoy the day, pass it forward, pay it forward. And
Hmm.
yeah, I think one more thing before you all go. Have a great day. Have a great week. And thanks for being part of our community.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for listening to this episode of One More Thing Before You Go. Check out our website at beforeyougopodcast.com. You can find us as well as subscribe to the program and rate us on your favorite podcast listening platform.